Hey, what is up guys? This is Brett here from wracking, and today in this video, I'm gonna be talking about 5 things that digital nomads worry about that they don't have to. Now, I know about a lot of these things because these are based on a lot of questions that I receive from you guys on the channel, and also these are things that I worried about as well before I moved to Thailand. Visas and long-term residencies. Okay, so when you're planning your trip to Thailand or if you're going somewhere else in the world, of course, you're going to need a visa. However, if you're coming from a Western country, chances are you can probably get something like a 30-day visa exemption for any country that you're visiting. You can also apply for tourist visas before you enter a country. With Thailand, you can apply for a 60-day tourist visa and you can extend that by 30 days, giving you a full 90 days. Now, no matter where you go in the world, really, you should only be focused on getting a tourist visa. To stay long-term in most countries is possible, it is doable, especially for Thailand, okay? There's no reason to, bog yourself down, do a bunch of research, get confused, try and figure it all out, try and apply for a long-term visa before you go to a country like Thailand, because you can get it all sorted when you're there. And it's so much easier to figure this sort of stuff out once you actually arrive in the country, once you're on the ground, once you can go into visa agents, once you can start asking local people questions. And trust me, there is always a way, okay? Especially in a country like Thailand, if you want to stay long-term, you'll figure it out when you get there. Don't worry yourself too much. Get that tourist visa, get in the country, and then sort it out from there. You don't have to worry about it. The second thing that digital nomads worry about before they go to a country like Thailand is logistics, okay? I get a lot of questions asking, Brett, is the Wi-Fi fast enough? Am I gonna have a solid Wi-Fi connection? Brett, can I rent a property? I'm looking at apartments online. Can you send me over any suggestions, any places to stay? Can I get around? I'm not sure how to do transport. Do I need my license to rent a scooter? Do I need my license to do this? Don't sweat any of that. In Thailand, it's so easy. There's super fast internet. You can get a gigabyte internet for like 20 or 30 US dollars a month, right? 1 gig, not one megabyte, 1 gig, right? 20, 30 US dollars a month. All those cables you see in the sky, in Thailand, those messy cables, those are internet cables, right? That's why it's so cheap, because they put the cables in the sky instead of under the ground. Fun fact. Rent, property, you can just walk into any condo building. There are dozens of condo buildings in every city. Just walk in and rent immediately. You don't need to put any down deposit. You don't need to have credit. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just pay 1 month's deposit. You can stay for a month. Some places might want 3 months, whatever it might be. But the point is, it's easy. All you need to do is book yourself a couple of days in a hotel, book your flight, and you're good, okay? As far as transport, it's really easy to rent a motorbike. It's not really any strict requirements. This is Thailand we're talking about, okay? This is not like a Western country. So do not sweat logistics. Do not worry about all these day-to-day things, you may be worried about if you're visiting any other type of country, okay? It's really, really easy. Don't worry about the logistics. Just book your flight, book your hotel, and figure it out again once you get there. Now, the third point really applies to if you are starting an online business, if you want to start freelancing, or if you want to do what I do, which is work for clients online. Now, if you don't know how to work for clients online, if you're interested in work for clients online and building an online business like I've done over the past 7 years, then make sure you go to brettdev.com/workshop, because over there on my website, I've got a big 4-part video series that can show you how to get started. Okay, I go through my complete backstory. I show you exactly what it is I do to make money. So if you're interested in that, you just need to go to brettdev.com/workshop or click the link beneath this video. Now, working with clients online, a big concern is, will clients have an issue with the fact that I am in Thailand and they are in another country? Will they hire me? Will they have a problem with time zones and things like that? In all honesty, I've never, ever had that problem. But one thing I will say is proceed as you mean to go on, okay? So if you do want to work online as a digital nomad, if you want to freelance for clients or something like that, then you're better off figuring out how to get clients online first and then getting your clients online, okay? Don't build up a huge client base locally and then plan to move to Thailand, because this is why this concern comes up. If you've got your clients online, if you're upfront with them in the first place, which is what I always recommend people do, tell them, hey, I'm in Thailand, let them know you're in Thailand. They shouldn't have a problem with it. I've never had a client have a problem with it. As long as you're upfront with them right from the start, then why would they ever have a problem, okay? They'll never have a problem with it going forward, okay? As long as you establish that from day one. The fourth thing nomads worry about, again, related to online business, is things such as taxes, business registration, and all of that stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've had questions from people asking me about where do I pay my taxes, How do I register my business? And these are people that don't have a business, that don't make any money online yet. They're preemptively worrying about this before it even becomes an issue. Now, the only people that may have an issue with this is Americans. Now, I'm not an American, so I can't give tax advice for Americans. If you just come into Thailand to become a digital nomad, if you want to start an online business, don't sweat registering your business and taxes and all that sort of stuff if you're not even making any money. What are you going to pay tax on if you've got no money? You can't be taxed on zero income, right? I always say, make your first bit of money, get your business going. No one's going to come after you and kick your door down because you just got one client to pay you $1,000 online, okay? Make your first bit of money, get a couple of clients. Once your business is rolling, then address those questions. But don't worry about where am I going to pay my tax, how am I going to register my business before you've even started. There's no point. You're not even making any money to be taxed. You've got no business to register anyway. Okay, this is preemptive worrying, and it's putting obstacles in your path that don't need to be there. Okay, so that's the fourth thing that you really shouldn't worry about if you are just getting started. The fifth thing that people worry about that they really shouldn't have to is, what if I fail? Now, I've always said that if you're going to start out on this journey, that you should always have a backup plan. You should not cut all ties, burn all bridges, and then just move to the other side of the world. You should at least have a place to come back to. Whether it's your parents' basement or whatever it might be, there should be a place that you can return to if everything goes kind of tits up. Provided you have that in place, you should be okay. However, one of the reasons people are concerned about failure is largely due to, what are people going to think about me if I come back to my home country and I've set out on this journey and it didn't go so well, it didn't go to plan. My advice there would be, who gives a fuck what other people think about you? Just do your thing, all right? You should not be around people that are going to judge you for, going out and trying something new. Unfortunately, in our modern world, this is what people do. This is called crab theory. I've spoken about this a lot on this channel before. When you try to make a change in your life, when you try to sit out there and do something to better yourself, a lot of people will, they'll be waiting for you to fail. Fuck those people. Shouldn't be friends with those people anyway. Get rid of the losers, okay? You have to do that. If you're planning on becoming a digital nomad and you're sitting there and you're worried about all of these things, you're saying, well, what about this? What about that? I just need to get that sorted first, that sorted first. Like I said at the start of the video, you don't. You need a flight and you need 2 nights in a hotel. Everything else will fall into place. Till it's booked, you're going to come up with all these reasons to worry about why you shouldn't do it, okay? Get it booked, get your hotels booked, and get the hell out of wherever you are and go and do what you want to do. That's all for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know what else you'd like me to make a video on. Until next time, this is Brett from wracking, and we're out. Peace.